Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova, and today is Podcaster Spirit Week Day 3, and can you guess what today is? Maybe some of my little crazy curly thingy-mabobber braids will help you. It's Crazy Hair Day! So I was really excited for Crazy Hair Day. Crazy Hair Day was always one of my favorites for Spirit Weeks when we used to have them during school. So I definitely got up very excited to do Crazy Hair Day. Well, actually I was already up because I couldn't sleep. So it is currently 5:18 and I might have started doing my crazy hair before 5. My cat is being crazy over here too, so he's joining in on Spirit Week. Anyways, I hope everybody is doing great today. It is also Vlogust 4th, and I have a funny camera angle because I wanted you to see my sparkly butterfly, and you couldn't see it with my normal camera angle. So today is Crazy Hair Day, and I'm super here for it. I also did some like crazy funny like asymmetrical sparkly shiny stuff to my face. So also importantly, it is Mandala Tuesday. So today we always get on here and do our mandala blanket updates. So if you've never been here for a Mandala Tuesday, you are in for a treat. On Mandala Tuesday, I come on here and I show you my mandala, and I also show you a whole bunch of community updates on their mandalas. So everybody sends in mandala pictures throughout the week and works on their mandalas, and then they send in updates and I put them in this video. So if you would like to join in, you are always welcome to join in at any time. You can be at any step in the blanket. There's no like we're on this week of the blanket and you need to be on this week of the blanket. You can be, you know, finishing your blanket. You could be just starting your blanket. It's super open, and you can just hang out and have fun with us. And if you'd like to join in, you are more than welcome to. So this is a Yarnspirations pattern by Lisa Gentry, and I actually have a little cool factoid that I found out this week, and that is about Lisa Gentry. Guys, have you heard of Lisa Gentry before? Because I hadn't. Apparently, she is the Guinness World Record holder for the fastest crocheter. We've been making her blanket for like how long now? I'm on my second one. Kayla's done 3 or working on her 3rd. Everybody, you guys are all joining in. Some of you have done multiples already. Did anybody know that she was the Guinness World Record holder for the fastest crocheter? Because I didn't. I happened to see this on Facebook randomly, and I saw Lisa's name, and I was like, Lisa Gentry? She does the mandala blanket pattern. So it's a Yarnspirations pattern, but it's actually by Lisa Gentry. And she is the Guinness World Record holder since June 25th, 2005. For the fastest crocheter. She did 5,118 stitches in 30 minutes. And Llama Mama Kayla, guess where she did this at? Guess where she got her Guinness World Record at? The Michaels in Monroe, Louisiana in 2005. She did 284 shell stitches that have 3 trebles in them and 1 extra treble. And I'm not sure, I couldn't figure this out. I was trying to. They say treble, but I'm thinking it must be UK terms, but like I couldn't clarify that. But either way, that's still a crazy amount of stitches. It comes out to 170 stitches per minute. So if anyone was interested in that, you can Google it. It's I Googled it after I saw it just to make sure it was real. It's on the Guinness World Records website, and also there's articles about it, and there's a video of her, I believe, doing some crocheting, so you can like crochet and like time yourself and do it with her and then see how much she gets done. But yeah, I thought that was so cool. I was like, I am super excited for Mandala Tuesday so I can let you guys know about this fact. Because I didn't know that, and that makes the pattern even cooler. So basically this pattern, this blanket, you pick 7 colors. If you want to go by the pattern, you pick 7 colors and you assign them like letters, and it tells you when to switch to different letters. So it'll be like, okay, switch to letter B for this round. And then it'll be like, okay, switch to letter E for this round. And it works up really beautifully. I did my first blanket. If you wondered what I'm doing, I'm picking cat hairs off of my cat's mandala that I'm going to show you. He has been laying on it, so he has started adding his own fiber into it. But yeah, so we pick out the colors, you put the letters with them, it tells you when to use them. My first blanket, I did it that way. I picked out colors, I assigned them letters, and I followed the pattern. Occasionally I deviated from what color it said to use, but for the most part I followed the pattern and what it told me to do. But then for this blanket and also my cat's blanket that I've been working on, I have just been doing my own thing and picking the yarn that I choose to use. This is really distracting for me. It's so sparkly. And I just love this. This is not a hair clip, by the way, but I clipped it in my hair anyways. So yeah, if you decide to join, you are totally welcome to do that. The pattern is called the Fall Mandala Throw, I believe. Something like that. And it is going to be in the description box. I have the pattern linked. I have a fantastic crochet along linked by Mikey at the Crochet Crowd. Highly, highly recommend. Fantastic crochet along. The pattern is free, if I didn't mention that. And Mikey also has a worksheet that you can download if you would like to. It's just a little fun extra. And I have all of that info in my description box so you can check it out. And without further ado, let us get into our blankets. So, first things first, I'm going to show you my cat's mandala. And, okay, so this is my cat's mandala, and I actually do think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I was like, oh yeah, I think that's good, but I think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And the idea behind this was it is not meant to be a blanket. I made it more like a little cushion, like a little sphere for him to sit on and kind of loaf on, because he really, really likes to lay on my mandalas, and I felt like he needed his own mandala. So I tried to pick colors that I thought his fur would blend in with, because he obviously is going to shed on it, and it absolutely works perfectly for that. Also, it's kind of got a cool thing going on. And if you remembered when I showed it last week, you'll remember that I was using some 3-weight yarn, and so this part right here was like super see-through, like just held together by thin little strands. But I actually added a panel to the back, which is like, I think my cat has been messing with the blanket, getting his nails caught in it. He's probably been kneading on it. But I actually added this little round panel to the back. And what I did was I sewed the top of the single crochets into the bottom of these like scallopy type of stitches. So it doesn't stick out at all. It actually is built in, and it looks like very purposeful and like it's meant to be there. So from the back, it still looks good. And then from the front, you can't see through, and it looks really good. It actually gave like a contrasting color. So really happy with that. It also made it a lot more sturdy. Like I'm just like putting a single finger to hold the middle of this up. It gave it some like structure, which is perfect since it's more like kind of a cushion than a blanket. I don't want to call it a cushion though either, but you know what I mean. It's like a little, it's like a tuft, but like not a stuffed tuft. And I'm using like fuzzy yarns. I'm using a lot of different textures. So the reason that I used 3-weight yarn, just kind of folded in half, was I wanted to play around with textures, and I kind of just wanted everything to be in the same color, like cohesiveness. But I wanted to like play around with textures of yarn and weights of yarn. So I've got 3 weights of yarn. I've got like different types like tweeds and solids, and then this one is like a really shiny, like metallic-y kind of yarn. This is a chenille yarn, and this is like an anti-pilling acrylic. So yeah, it's just using a little bit too. It doesn't take much yarn to do these first rows. So highly recommend if you also have a kitty that likes to steal your projects and lay on them, because I will insert a picture over here, or a video clip, a picture or a video clip. I can't remember what I took. If it's a video clip, I might clip away for a moment and show it to you. Okay, I might have just done that. And that was just this morning when I was working on my other mandala. He kept coming up here like literally like 6 times, and I would like love on him for a second and then put him back on the floor because I'm like trying to do this round, and he would come back up here and try to lay on my blanket again. So I was like, ooh, you know what? I don't know if this will work because it's literally just the middle of the floor, but I took his blanket and kind of was like, look, and then tossed it onto the floor, and I turned around like a minute later because he didn't try to come back, and he was sitting on it. So mission accomplished. I'm not saying it's gonna always work, but you know what, it worked that one time and I'm very happy with that. Also, he's been using it, that's why I was picking little hairs off of it. I've been putting it every morning when I get out of bed. I've been putting it on my spot because he likes to lay in the bed. And he's been laying on it in my spot on the bed, which could be coincidental. So I was like, to see it like officially successful when I sat it back there behind me on the floor, I was very happy about that. All right, and now for my mandala. Okay, so my mandala, I got almost nothing done on. I have been incredibly busy working on some other stuff for the channel. Mainly like the last few days, I have been busting my butt working on that super duper beginner friendly gnome tutorial, which is going to be posted tomorrow, by the way. I have everything filmed, and 2 out of the 3 videos are edited. But I want to be able to put them all up in the same day. That way, if you are working on it, you don't have to stop and wait. And you can work on it at your own pace. Obviously, no pressure to do it all in one day. But I want you to have the option to do it at your own pace. And so I want to have them all done before I start uploading. So that'll be up tomorrow. And I've just been working on all of this stuff. So I just haven't had time, to be completely honest. But also, my fair is this Saturday, and this is my first time entering things into a fair, and I'm really excited. I'm, nervous. I'm really nervous about it. I don't do super well with in-person interactions. I have social anxiety, among other things. So, believe it or not, I know on YouTube I probably seem extremely social, but in real life I struggle with that. So I'm nervous to just go in general, and I keep bouncing back and forth about going because I want to go and I want to enter it. Like, I'm really excited about that, because this is like the first time I've ever had something that I do that's like an appreciated talent, I guess. But I also am just really nervous about going, and I could like not go, and usually when not going to something is an option, I prefer to not go to places. So if I don't talk myself out of it and not go, I will be entering this blanket Saturday into my fair, and if I enter it into my fair on Saturday, I am not going to have it for at least one Mandala Tuesday, because they keep it for like 2 weeks. So I don't have it pulled up right now, so I don't know the exact dates, but if I do end up entering it, I won't be able to have it for Mandala Tuesday for a little bit, which is no big deal. I'll still do my Mandala Tuesdays, and I can work on my kitties mandala and still take the email submissions and show those to all of you guys. But the reason that I also did not do very much of my blanket is I thought this was a good spot to stop at. visually and enter it into the fair like this, because I'm obviously not done with it. But I think at this point it looks like a good lap blanket, and I'm happy with ending it here. So I will show you my blanket in just a moment. I almost forgot to mention my lovely co-YouTubers, co-podcasters, who are also doing this blanket. So I am not the only channel posting Mandala Tuesdays right now. Llama Mama Kayla will not be posting today. She has a lot going on in her personal life, which I'm sure all of you guys are aware of. So just keep her in your thoughts and keep her in your prayers. But she will not be doing a Mandala Tuesday post today. But potentially some of these other channels may, and not all of them post every Tuesday, but I think most of them post every Tuesday. So we've got Heather at Strings and Threads, Jess at J Hook Magic, Connie's Crafty Corner, Jenna's Stitches, Tiffany at CMM Designs, and Terry Mara's Crochet. So I will have all of those channels linked in the description, and you can check them out. So they work on their mandala blankets, and then they do little Tuesday updates and show how their blanket is coming along. And Tiffany at CMM Designs finished her mandala blanket, but she is doing some other cool stuff and working on some other things, so you could check her out still. And if you want to see her mandala blanket, you can look at her other Mandala Tuesday. Sorry, you can look at her other Mandala Tuesday posts and see it. Also, Be Wowed by April Lee did do Mandala Tuesdays before, so if you want to look at some finished past Mandala Tuesday videos, then she also has some of those for you. Okay, so here is my blanket. I've got it folded up, you know, like a little slice of blanket. And this is the center in the fold, the center fold. And then I love the way that my new lighting really shows off that sparkly red, or kind of a burgundy. It technically is a red, but it gives burgundy, which is what I wanted. So here is my final edges. Like I said, I did not do much from last week. Don't hold it against me too hard. But I'm really happy with how that looks. And I think that this is a good spot for stopping. I think this is a pretty edge for stopping to enter it into the fair. And like I said, I have just been absolutely swamped doing stuff. So the mandala also just I didn't have time to work on it. So I'm happy with this though, and I will keep you guys posted if I end up actually going to the fair. I would like to. I think it would be really, really cool to be able to share my makes. I'm loving how the sparkles come through with the lighting. That's awesome. I will post some pictures. I did like stand up and back and try to get some pictures of it before I came on here. Look at this. I just folded it again, and like, look at this beautifousness. I just stretched it out. I got it stuck. Look how pretty. I just love these blankets, you guys. I will never stop geeking out over how pretty these blankets are. Just look at that. Just take a minute to appreciate the design work of the world's fastest crocheter that came up with the pattern for this, because absolutely beautiful. All right. So I hope everybody has a fantastic Mandala Tuesday and also a fantastic crazy hair day. And I will be posting pictures after I finish blabbing of some absolutely beautiful blankets. So make sure you stay tuned for those, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.